Hi, everybody. This is Paul Gray. Thanks again for joining me for Convertible Conversations. This week we've titled our little series Love Stories. And basically, what I'm doing is sharing with you different times that I have experienced in my life unconditional love from somebody else. Unconditional love, love without conditions. Many years ago, 45 years ago or so, when I was a National Guard and Army Reserve bandmaster, I had like 75 people in this band. It was an excellent band, and every summer we would go to a different place for summer camp. This particular summer, we went to the Presidio, which is a beautiful fort military establishment in San Francisco. I don't think it's active as a fort anymore. Man, it is a beautiful place. And so we were there with the Army Reserve Band. I'm the only officer in the band and the commander. And many of the people in the band were my close friends. Many of them I encouraged to join, and we had a good time together. There's one particular guy, whose name is Roger, who's an excellent musician, plays a lot of different instruments, and was very valuable to the band. Well, he and I had a very awkward situation, to say the least, in front of the whole band, and it was very hard for both of us, and both of us got extremely angry. And as a result, Roger was just about to finish his enlistment time. This was his second or third enlistment, and so instead of re-upping and staying in the band, like just a week or so later, he got out. And he also played in my civilian band, the Gaslight Gang, and worked for me at the music store. And he quit doing all of those things, and we didn't see each other or talk to each other for several years. And we had been very close. And it was a hard time for both of us, and it was as much my fault as his. Certainly, we were both to blame, looking back at what happened. And 50-50, 100-100, however you want to look at that. Well, one time later, a few years later, after I had changed careers and become a pastor, the Lord put it on my heart, or spoke to me and said, invite Roger to this musical event at the church that you're a musical pastor at now, worship pastor. So I did. And he came, and both of us had and were on our way to an exciting new journey of understanding God's unconditional love and grace and forgiveness. And as a result, almost immediately, we both forgave each other, gave each other unconditional love, wiped out the past. I mean, we didn't forget about it. We still know it's there. But now we can laugh about it and joke about it and say, wow, that was awful. We both screwed up. But look at what God has done. And since then, we've become fast friends again. That was a great example of, and I'm not patting myself on the back, it was Jesus doing it through me and doing it through Roger. But it was a great example of God giving each of us unconditional love, and then through us and as us, giving each other unconditional love, and even giving ourselves unconditional love, and turning it all over to God. And as a result, a friendship that was good before has become even better and flourished since then. So I tell you that to encourage you. If you have somebody in your life that maybe you're estranged from, or you've had a falling out from, or you're not getting along with, or whatever, ask Jesus in you to help you to not only forgive that other person, but to give them unconditional love and restore that relationship. That's what God is all about, restoring everything to our original condition as Adam and Eve were in the garden before the fall. It's called ultimate reconciliation. God the Father was in Jesus at the cross, 2 Corinthians 5:18 and 19 tells us, reconciling the entire world to himself, not counting anyone's sins against them, giving us all unconditional love. He's done that for us, and now he wants there to be heaven on earth, if you will, us to give each other reconciliation, grace, and unconditional love. Hope that's encouraging to you. Paul Gray signing off. See you tomorrow.